I'd like to help you in this video with one of the biggest problems that I've found leaders tell me they have, which is to go between balancing strategic and operational demands, especially if they're a business owner. So basically, they're wearing lots of different hats. It's not just they're doing one thing all of the time. They're trying to think about strategic vision. So they're planning out for the next 5 years, and this is where we're going, and this is how it's going to be. And then 10 minutes later, they get handed an email or a phone call, and they've got to deal with a client who's unhappy and shouting at them. And so they're wearing these different hats, and it's going all over the place. It can be really difficult, and I've been in that position. And I want to help you with some ways that you can handle that. Because if you're in that position, this can help you now. Or another way to think about it is if you're not in that position, but you're dealing with people who are in that position, you can be more empathetic, you can be more understanding. And if people like that know that you understand where they're at and where they're coming from, it can really help you to support them and to have really good relationships with them, because a lot of leaders end up lonely, they end up overwhelmed, they end up burning out, and they think nobody understands me. So no matter where you are watching this video, this can help. So the first thing to think about is, you need to have what Irish management guru Charles Handy called deep resources, deep reserves of energy. I love that. Think like the ocean and how deep it is. You need to have the energy to be able to handle these things. Because think about it, when you are tired, then the smallest thing could just make you snap. But you've had a good rest and you've just come back from holiday, you've got those deep reserves topped up, you can deal with it. So take it really seriously. Think about how you top up your deep reserves of energy. And if you sat there going, I have very shallow reserves, then do something about that. Make a change, invest in yourself, maybe change your gym or getting a good night's sleep, or think about making a change to your diet, or taking some time away from work or time away from your phone. Take that really, really seriously, saying, I've got to have these deep reserves of energy that I can draw from. And the good thing about it is you can get deep reserves of energy from fun things as well. It could be doing hobbies, it could be time with your family, whatever it is for you that tops you up and makes you feel like, oh, okay, I'm feeling good now. So that's the first thing. Take those deep reserves of energy very, very seriously, because otherwise you'll be dealing with things and snapping at people and feeling overwhelmed. So you've got the deep reserves of energy topped up a bit and you're feeling, okay, I can handle this a little bit. Then you want to think about trust. Often a lot of things can fall down because of a lack of trust. Usually delegation and micromanagement, it starts from a lack of trust. So if you're the leader watching this, you're thinking, yeah, it's got to be me, because if I don't do it, it doesn't get done properly. I don't trust those people yet to be able to do it. Well, why is that? Identify the barriers to trust. What is it that's not allowing you to let go? Is it that you don't know these people well enough yet? Is it you don't particularly like them? Is it you don't think they're capable? Is it, if you're being honest, just because you've always done things a certain way and you're not open and willing to change because you're feeling pressure? And often when we're under pressure, we don't make the best decisions. Hence why we need to have the deep energy reserves, so we feel a bit more calm, a bit less pressure. So identify the barriers to trust. There are always people that can help you, you can delegate to, that can support you, but there'll be reasons why. All right. So identify the barriers to trust, the barriers that are stopping you from engaging with people you could delegate to, or that could help you out with certain things. So instead of having to do 5 different things and trying to do 3 high strategic things and 2 operational things, you could delegate those 2 operational things. So you're more feeling focused on the strategic vision, which is really where you add the value and what you want to do. Third thing that can really help, I've said this many times, is to get yourself a support team. Not just a random group of people, but always have those 3 people. I always talk about, have your medical professional. I'm not a doctor. Don't come to me for medical advice. Go to your doctor, go to your local surgery, have that medical professional on speed dial. So if you need some help, you know where to go. Have that person for support who, when you're having a difficult day, you're making mistakes, you're getting it wrong, you're just like, oh man, you can text them, you can ring them, they can give you a hug and say, hey, come on, I love you, I support you, I'm here for you. Have that person. And then you need that accountability person. So many people, when I say to them, who's holding you accountable? Especially leaders, they go, what do you mean? I'm in charge. I'm like, no, yeah, but who are you accountable to? They say, well, I'm accountable to the board. No, 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 no. Who are you accountable to that you can talk to on a personal relationship level? And they often say, I don't have somebody. Get someone in place. Get a trainer, get a business coach, get a mentor. Could be a friend, somebody who you go to and they're like, yeah, this is why you need to do that. I'll give you an example. If you've got that person to go to, you trust them, you can say, why don't I trust these people? And they might say, well, you just get a bit scared, don't you? And when you get scared, you shut up shop and you just say, I'm going to do it this way. And because you respect that person, you say, do you know what? Yeah, you've helped me to see that. So get that support team in place. And then what those things will do is they'll combine to help you feel a lot more like okay, I can see what I'm doing. I can see where it's going. I can see where I'm going wrong here. I've identified some barriers and some things in the way, so I can remove those. Because if you're a leader, or if you're working with leaders, the biggest gift of a leader is vision. You can see it. That's why leaders. That's why we get so frustrated because I can see it like this. Why is all this stuff in the way? So putting those things in place will help you to re-see it. Won't feel as pressured. Yeah, won't feel squashed in the middle because it's really hard to go from big vision into strategic nitty gritty and back and forth. So you won't feel squashed in the middle. You feel a lot more stable. You feel a lot more calm. You feel I've got the energy to actually do this. And I've got people around me that I trust, and I can delegate to these people because I think they're capable. And if I go off out of line, or if I need to ask somebody, I've got that person to go to. You get those in place, you'll be absolutely fine. So give it a try and let me know how you get on.